Numerous research studies have investigated the impact that words have on people's behaviors. These studies validate what most of us would guess, and that is the more positive words that you use, the more positive people will think and behave. Psychologist John Barr focused on using words as primers in his research that investigated the impact of words on people's behaviors. So the participants in this study, they were given a word scramble task to work on. And the word scramble had words either that were polite or they were rude. The polite words were things like respect and courteous and gracious. And the rude words were things like interrupt, disturb, and obnoxious. So the puzzles were used to prime these participants to behave in a polite way or a rude way. So each participant was then asked to take part in a conversation with another person. They were timed to see how long it took for that participant to interrupt the other person. And the researchers found that the participants that had been primed with the rude words, they interrupted significantly quicker than the participants who were primed with the polite words. A similar study focused on collaboration and showed that people who were primed with words such as cooperation and teamwork, collective, united, share, trust, were willing to be more generous to others and to give more to charity. Now, the power of words isn't just limited to others and what you say to others, but it's also about what you say to yourself. The words we use when we talk to ourselves are just as powerful, if not more so. Harvard University professor Allison Wood Brooks conducted a study, multiple studies actually, about how different words can dramatically affect a person's emotions and their performance. In one study, she asked participants who were feeling anxiety about singing karaoke to replace their self-talk of "I am anxious" with "I am excited." A change of one word resulted in people singing with 28% better accuracy than the control group that continued to tell themselves they were anxious. In another study by Brooks, two groups of participants were asked to complete 8 complex math problems under time pressure. One group was instructed to try to remain calm, while the other was instructed to get excited. So the Get Excited group, they actually scored 8% higher on the test than the Remain Calm group did. And similar studies have yielded the same type of results for other performance-based activities. So words that are supportive and positive, it actually activates our brain. The function of our brain elevates and it releases these neurochemicals that make us smarter, they make us happier and even more confident. But there are also words that create stress and they release cortisol and adrenaline, resulting in a state of threat and deactivates the important parts of our brains that lead to lower levels of confidence and performance. I want to encourage you to think about the words that you use. The words you use the most. Are they positive? Do they prime people for the behaviors that you want to see in them and you want them to demonstrate? So this works for your leadership, for your work with your colleagues, but also with your family as well. So start implementing words in your communication that empowers people and fosters connection and cooperation with others. Here are some examples of some words that you might start using. You can integrate these into your daily communication and it will help you activate the positive energy and motivation of the people that you lead.